Afternoon, I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times. It's Tuesday, September the 2nd. Let's talk about news in Arkansas. I think ballot issues are at the top of the agenda today. After we taped last Friday, the Secretary of State's office sent word that it had certified for the ballot a proposal to allow alcohol sales in all 75 counties. This would override the ability now for jurisdictions as small as precincts to prohibit alcohol sales. There will be a legal challenge of that proposal, so there's yet to be news to come. We're expecting word later today, or maybe not until tomorrow, on another ballot initiative, the minimum wage increase. That would increase Arkansas's minimum wage from $6.25 to $8.50 an hour, but it would take more than 2 years to get it done. Democrats are looking hopefully that the minimum wage issue will make the ballot. I think Republicans have some fear of it. That became clear today when Asa Hutchinson, the Republican candidate for governor, issued a news release in which he, quote, reaffirmed his support for a minimum wage increase. This was a disingenuous piece of politicking. Hutchinson has made quite clear that he opposes the ballot initiative to raise the minimum wage to $8.25 an hour. He says he prefers the legislature to do it. He's also issued a statement that said that he would prefer the legislature to do it only if economic circumstances justify it. But he's aware of the positive support for a minimum wage increase, so he wants to seem to be for it while not really being for it. So there's more to come on that issue. In other political news, the Center for Responsive Politics has taken a look at an interesting issue. The U.S. Supreme Court last year took off the cap on individual contributions, a cumulative limit to political campaigns in America. The cumulative cap was about $122,000. With that cap gone, millionaires are rushing to give lots of money to political candidates. The Center has produced a list of 310 people who've already given more money this cycle with several months to go than the cap previously allowed. I'm proud to say there are 3 Arkansans on that list: poultry magnate Ron Cameron, Warren Stevens, the head of the Stevens Inc. investment firm, and his right-hand man, Kurt Bradbury. They put in $500,000 to various political campaigns already. You'll not be surprised to know it all went to Republican candidates. To clean up on a small story I mentioned last week, the Lonoke County Election Commission has agreed to a small compromise. The Republican commissioner said, okay, he'll allow 2 days of early voting in Carlisle and England. He'd previously been in favor of no early voting there, although he supports 2 weeks of early voting in Cabot, which happens to be majority Republican. There's still unhappiness about this decision, which has less early voting in the heavily minority part of the county than in the heavily white Republican part of the county. It's just not fair. There's news today on the Arkansas blog about I don't know how you call this person, a vandal, malefactor, bad person who's sprinkling tacks out on rural roads in the Pinnacle Mountain area. The thought is he's trying to cause punctures for bicycle riders, and he's been successful, or she, I should say, and so they're on the lookout for whoever's causing this. Finally, the New York Times today chose kind of not a great day to do a feature on the high pay of college football coaches, and they featured in the lead of the article Bret Bielema, the Razorback coach. This, of course, follows the 10th loss in a row of the Hogs, but the New York Times says that not to worry, that big money for college football coaches, $3.2 million a year in Bret Bielema's case, is worth it, a Vanderbilt study shows, because of the value they bring to the university. Now, sometimes individually it might not work out so well, but again, not to worry. The Bret Bielema's agent is quoted in this article as saying, Bret Bielema has already stabilized the ship of University of Arkansas athletics. You think so? Give me a call if you disagree. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back tomorrow.